What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Arena of Valor esports video, and today we have something really juicy to check out, okay? Because today we are going to be taking a look at the grand final of the Indonesia Games Championship 2020. I believe it was hosted by Dunia Games. I mean, it's all over the screen, so probably is hosted by them. It's also on their YouTube channel. And yeah, we're checking this out because they are already playing on the newest patch. They have the Ryoma buffs, they have those Zuka buffs, they have those Amily buffs, and boy, let me tell you, we will see some of these heroes pretty often in this, at least in the draft, okay? Because we'll see some Ryoma bans, and as always, I will probably do the full series in one single video. It is EVOS Esports going up against XcN Gaming. And from what I've been told, XcN Gaming is really amazing right now, okay? So we'll see who ends up winning this. EVOS banning out Omen and Zip, still very standard first bans on red side. Meanwhile, Xenial and Illumia banned on the side of XcN. And a Richter instantly first picked, of course, one of the most... the most broken Slayer laner or Abyssal Dragon laner still to this very day. And we have a Lindis pickup, which will probably go to Vero in the jungle there, okay? And a Yena pickup for the side of EVOS as well. We'll see what gets picked now. Of course, Yena has that shield now on her passive, the very unnecessary buff to Yena. It is what it is. Although I've been told the shield has a very low duration, okay? Very short duration, so maybe it isn't even that bad as I thought. We'll see. I haven't really noticed it in my solo rank games because I don't play enough, so we'll see if we see some Ryoma picks, if we see some, I don't know, something exotic, you know? Some Amily maybe in there, hopefully. Let's see what XcN picks here. We can see they have the 4-ban system. I think they have global pick ban. We'll see if they do. Maybe they don't. I'm not 100% sure. And we have a Liliana pick as well, and a Teamy. Of course, Liliana is received a pretty big buff on this patch as well. I will make a video about her soon as well. And yeah, Teamy, of course, one of the strongest supports always, especially on this patch with the new support items and stuff. He can just generate so much gold for his team. It is pretty ridiculous. Gets banned almost every game in solo ranked. And yeah, we'll see what EVOS picks here. They have, of course, the last pick here before the second ban rotation starts. And yeah, they don't have a support yet. They don't have a mid laner either, while the enemy has one. So I would expect them to pick maybe a support and then ban out a bunch of mid lane, a bunch of junglers, because they already have their jungler, while XcN doesn't. There it is. There's the Baldum hover. We might see Baldum locked in for EVOS here, and it actually is. Now, we'll see what they ban. As I said, probably gonna ban some junglers away from XcN. But what kind of junglers? Maybe a Fennec, maybe an Elandor, maybe something like that would be good, because they already have a marksman in the jungle. Or maybe they just want to ban some Lindis counters like a Zephys, stuff like that. We'll see what EVOS game plan is here. They actually target the Slayer position, okay? So they expect, at least they're hovering a Lubu ban. We'll see if it's gonna go through, because Lubu is of course a very nice counter to Yena. Okay, if you guys didn't know, in lane at least. Yes, the Lubu ban goes through. So what they are saying, okay, XcN wants to go for a marksman in the jungle probably, and put that Richter in the Abyssal Dragon lane, okay? Which is probably a good bet, safe bet here. We'll see what XcN bans. I mean, very easy for them is to just ban mid laners. That's probably the easiest ban here, because of course they already picked up an Liliana, while EVOS didn't really pick up any mid laners yet, or anything that can go mid lane, unless you're Shurko and you decide to play some Yena in the mid lane, maybe some Baldum in the mid lane, but this is a competitive tournament. There's the Crixie ban, and now I fully expect another Slayer ban. Florentino, of course, received a huge nerf, so that is not worth it. But what is worth is probably a Ryoma. Because I think Ryoma is amazing against the Yena. So we'll see if that goes through, at least from my experience. But I played that matchup like 5 times. I clowned on Yena 5 times. But it is what it is. They actually banned a Kefani. So they're afraid of Kefani in either that Slayer in that Abyssal Dragon position, or maybe even in the jungle position for XcN. I fully expect another mid lane ban, maybe an Ignis. Ignis would be a pretty decent ban here. Maybe a D-Rock ban, both very similar, long-range mages. I mean, Ignis is probably the safer bet here because Lindis doesn't bring a lot of CC. Actually, Zata, exactly. I forgot about Zata, guys. They switch it to Ryoma. They ban Ryoma themselves. Now that is interesting. It makes sense because Ryoma would be an amazing pickup for the Abyssal Dragon lane here for EVOS because they already have a jungle marksman. So it makes sense. But now we can see something like a Raz, something like a Zata or an Ignis come through. They seem to be going for the Raz here, actually. Raz, of course, he can struggle against the Liliana, but he can also do really well. It depends. With the boomstick buff, of course, in the early game, he gets some more early game wave clear, so he's chilling in that regard. We'll see what XcN picks up and completes their roster with. They, of course, still need a jungler. They still need a second solo laner, so that is something that we have to look out for. I would like a Fennec here, maybe. Fennec is pretty decent here, although it can struggle against Baldum. Amily is one of those buff heroes, of course. She can go jungle, or she can go into the Slayer lane position. So we'll see which one she will go, if they even lock her in. They're, of course, only hovering her, and they definitely need a marksman still, okay? I don't think you could play this meta of Arena of Valor without a marksman. We'll see if they surprise me, but they go for the Elandor, okay? So they will probably put Elandor in the jungle and Amily in that Slayer lane position, and that Richter will be going Abyssal Dragon lane. I think Amily can do very well against Yena, although I feel like that can go either way. We'll see what EVOS picks up for their Abyssal Dragon lane here. Maybe they'll go for a double marksman comp. I feel like if they want to go for a double marksman comp, a Joker would be pretty good here against an Elandor, because he can't really dodge your ult, right? You just click it. He can jump around as much as you want. He will still get nuked by it. So we'll see if that actually comes through, or if they just go for a second warrior in the solo lane. We'll see. I will actually skip a little bit because they're picking really slowly. There we go. Arthur. Let's see. Arthur is probably gonna go into that Slayer lane. Actually, Arthur can go both ways. He will probably want to go against the Amily probably, but we'll see. We'll have to see. Let's see, when does the game start? There we go. The game started. We loaded in, and now let's check it out. Yeah, Elandor is in the jungle, and it seems like the Amily is in that Slayer lane position, as I said, going up against Yena, and Arthur is going against Richter. Arthur against Richter is pretty comfy for Arthur, because as soon as you get some armor items, Richter can't really burst you down anymore, then you don't care. But take a look at Richter. He is invading that enemy blue buff, but has to back out in the end. Try to steal that by himself, and we definitely want to check out this Amily. She is, of course, a hero that received a huge buff on the newest patch, and that's exactly what we want to check out in these esports matches here, how they are utilizing the newly buffed heroes. This Arthur is playing with his Raz and Baldum there, so he's going to be extra safe against that Richter. Richter is just so broken, guys, okay? You really need to put some priority on that lane, because Richter can just snowball really hard. He can clear fast, roam, and then just destroy a team fight. Engage really hard with his S1 flicker, so much distance covered from the bush, and yeah, just one-shots you. So definitely they have to watch out for that. Elandor yoinking the mid lane wave, just like my solo queue junglers, guys. That's what we love to see, man. Even in competitive, you're not safe from that playstyle. No, but it is what it is. You have to do that, because jungle is just, yeah, jungle is just really broken. It is what it is. Anyway, we have all 4 XcN members roaming together. Meanwhile, the Amily is on that Slayer lane island alone by herself. She can't really steal anything here, but she can try to counter engage. Richter is going deep right now. Uses S2, doesn't even take any damage, man. He does not care, because he is, of course, super OP. Now, by the way, that Liliana skin is really nice. I'm really sad that I wasted 16k vouchers on that stupid Kirito skin. I mean, it was good content for you guys, so it was worth, but man, I really would have loved to have 4,000 vouchers left over for this Liliana skin at least. It is my favorite Liliana skin. But it is what it is, guys. What can I say, man? I really can't say much, huh? It has some nice little butterflies in the first ability. It's cute, man. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sad. It's fine, though. She just walks into that trap. As if she disconnected. Anyway, let's see. Can XcN pressure this Dragoon right now? Because they have an Alandor. He's really comfortable right now. He's pretty strong right now. Meanwhile, Alindis needs to hit. You know, I feel like Alandor has more damage in this level 5 area than the Lindis, so we'll see if they can make something happen here around this dragon. They are actually going for it. Meanwhile, the Richter is fighting the Arthur a little bit, but the Arthur literally takes 0 damage. And now we have EVOS out of position here. They give over the free dragon to XcN's roster, and now the team tries to engage. However, he flickers and misses. And now we have potentially a good counter engage. Arthur ult a little bit too late, not able to connect into the Baldum ult, and now Baldum ends up dropping. Arthur gets caught by the Liliana finishing orb, and yeah, they are able to get 2 kills and the dragon. XcN Gaming right now, definitely very comfortable, 9.4k gold. They are in a 1.3k gold lead, they get that bot lane tower as well, and now it is even snowballing more and more. Meanwhile, the Yena, however, was pushing the top lane, and she might be stealing this blue buff. Let's see if she gets that. Yeah, she has to back out. She's smart, because if she keeps taking that, the enemies are already rotating over to her, so very well played. By the way, guys, I know a lot of people think that only the Taiwan, the Vietnamese and the Thailand teams are good at this game. However, let me remind you that in the last tournament we had some, and especially the tournament before that as well at the AIC, we had some really nice performances by the Indonesian teams. So we'll see if they can deliver that in their home league as well here. Especially with those new heroes, you know, that Amily. I really hope we will see some Ryoma. I think there is some, I zapped through the series a little bit, and I'm pretty sure I saw a Ryoma pick. So I'm really excited for that. I saw some Kirito picks as well, so I'm really excited for those as well. Definitely this series should be delivering a lot of action. Ooh, that Yena gets completely caught. Huge mistake there, giving XcN even a greater advantage now. They are looking at more than a 2,000 gold lead right now. That is pretty terrible for the side of EVOS. 5 minutes in, 2k gold behind. That is not a game state you would like to be in. But it is of course not the game over yet. EVOS is still making plays, still gathers around in at the bottom lane. And yeah, they are able to get that bottom lane tower pushed down. We have Lindis clearing that minion wave in the mid lane, and she's honestly getting pretty fed. She is level 9. The Alandor, however, is level 10. I was gonna say, man, the Alandor is probably level 9 as well, so they're close. But man, he is level 10.5 probably. He is doing an amazing job right now. Of course, he got all that gold from the dragon as well, from those towers. 2 towers already for XcN side, so he is in a very nice position right now. We'll see if they can snowball this even further. The dragon, of course, respawn. By the way, they are juicing this on the maximum graphics, boys. Okay, this is a beautiful game on maximum graphics. Look at this, man. I'm playing on medium graphics, man. My phone is just not holding up. Also, a lot of people are telling me buy a new phone. Listen, guys, I am waiting for the iPhone 12. Okay, it is what it is, man. I hope it will only be a month. But yeah, we have Richter going deep, uses his Arctic Orb as well, and easily dives that. Does so much damage in that team fight. It gets a kill there, and easily survives with that Arctic Orb. Very well played by Enix on his Richter. By the way, is that... No, never mind. I was gonna say, is that Richter mid? But it is not. Because, of course, we have a Liliana. But he's in the middle of the enemy team, so, you know, on that left bar there, so what can I say? Anyway, we have a Frost Cape coming in by Amily. I think, listen guys, I think these Amilys go full tank. Oh, by the way, we can't see the enchantments. That's a little bit sad, not gonna lie. Production quality not up to par to the Taiwanese league, but it is what it is. We don't see the enchantments. I would really like to see what they're running. It's probably a Devil's Awakening on Amily or a Desperate Duel. I guess we'll have to pay attention during the team fights to see exactly what they are going for. And yeah, Amily with a flicker, by the way. I'm a huge fan of that. I keep saying, don't go sprint Amily. It is terrible, okay? If you go jungle Amily, you go punish, right? And then you don't have flicker, you're set, right? But you could power farm, you could be a raid boss, it is also good. But if you go side lane Amily, please go flicker, guys. You can flicker onto this little Lindis and she will get one shot, you know? And Vera is a mechanical genius, okay? He truly is. But Lindis isn't Murad, he can't jump away. He just dies. He can't do anything to an Amily flickering on top of you. Caffany as well. If the enemy picks Caffany, go Amily, flicker onto that boy, buy Clavis Sancti, and he is one shot, okay? Let me tell you guys, it is crazy good. Anyway, we have Richter getting caught, and he just re-engages, man, with his ultimate. But now he just chewed off a little bit too much, okay? He bit off a little bit too much, more than he can chew, okay? That's the right expression there. And yeah, he ends up dropping to that triple EVOS combo there. The Raz, the Lindis, I believe, was there as well, and the Yena. And yeah, however, of course, XcN playing the macro gets the bot lane tower, sets up that Drake that they got from the Slayer that they got 2 minutes ago in that bottom lane as well, and they are just tearing apart this EVOS roster right now. 5k gold, disadvantage already for EVOS. This is a huge lead for XcN. This is definitely their game to lose. If they lose this, they have to mess up something really big. Especially, as I said, because they have that flicker Richter, flicker Amily. They just go into this Lindis, and Lindis is the only person. Look, level 12 Lindis, level 10 Raz, right? Level 10 Arthur. Like, they are just really far behind. This Lindis is the only one who can do anything. Yena could do something as well. She probably has a decent amount of gold. But Yena is really difficult to pilot in team fights, okay? Is really, really difficult to... oftentimes, not even in your power. You have to have a really good setup from the enemies to be able to get a good team fight as a Yena. And yeah, so I don't see that happening, especially if XcN keeps playing well. So this is a complete blowout so far. 6k gold lead, huge stomp right now, coming in by XcN's roster. Arthur tries to re-engage a little bit there, but is only able to run away with his life. We have Amily, keeps split pushing in the bottom lane. I would really like to see items. They never showed items so far. I'm a little bit tilted. But we'll see the items in the end. But I'm a little bit tilted, I'm gonna be honest. We have not seen items so far. Slayer respawning in 30 seconds. XcN will just wait for this. We'll just wait patiently here until they are able to get this Slayer again, and then they will keep pushing. Probably gonna get a tier 3 tower with it. The bot lane tier 3 tower is at half HP on the side of EVOS, okay? So if they do get this Drake, which they definitely will, I don't think EVOS is in a position to fight. They have to hope for XcN to make a mistake. That is a pause coming in. Let's see how long it lasts. Not that long. They have to hope here for XcN to make a mistake and then ace them in their base, okay? If XcN overdives maybe in their own base, then maybe they can. But EVOS, look, they're fighting, they're trying, okay? They're still going for those red buff invades with that move speed from Lindis. They're still trying to get this. They push out the bottom lane wave, so the macro is definitely well played here by both teams. XcN also got a better draft, I'm gonna be honest, because as I said, EVOS has a lot of early game strength, but then also a Lindis that just doesn't deal too much damage. They have very unreliable CC, like very melee range CC. Baldum is melee range. Raz has to jump in and stuff. Like, it is very melee range CC, so it's really difficult for them to catch people out. Meanwhile, XcN has that Liliana stun where they can disengage if they do get caught out. They have a Timmy ult, which is of course incredibly broken. They have an Elandor, which is just straight up better than a Lindis in most cases. And I mean, just a better hero, right? Elandor is ridiculously broken, let's be real. That is not a secret. And they have that Richter, which is just, yeah, the strongest solo lane hero in the entire game right now. If you don't count Marksman, because honestly, you can argue Caffany is stronger. You can argue that. You're probably right if you do that. Anyway, we have Liliana happily clearing this wave. Look at this beautiful skin, man. Come on, man. 16k Kirito. Kirito, man. Why are you doing this to me, man? I want to get my fox waifu, man. My nine-tailed fox waifu. What is wrong with you? Anyway, moving on. We have XcN pushing down that bottom lane tower. And we'll see if they can get this. Because of course the Drake is pounding away onto it, and this is an easy pickup. They get the tier 3 tower, as I said 3 minutes ago, that if they get this next Drake set up there, it will be gone. And they also get the tier 2 tower in the top lane. Now only 2 tier 3 towers remaining for EVO's roster, and this is really difficult for them to do anything, because we're looking at a 9k gold lead almost, okay, by the side of XcN. That is almost insurmountable, and now they dive deep with that S1 flicker on Richter. He completely destroys this little Lindis, gets revived by the teamie, so he's chilling. Meanwhile, Liliana and the Landur finishing off that Arthur, I believe there. No, not the Arthur, but the Yena or something. I don't even who even cares, man. They just blew out EVOS. Very well played by XcN, 11-1. Huge stomp coming in. Yeah, definitely really well played. If EVOS wants to come back in this game, best of 5, they will have to, yeah, just perform incredibly well here. And yeah, we will of course move straight away to game 2 after we check out the MVP and the damage numbers, okay, and the item builds. Let's check it out. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on, please. Please don't make me look like a clown. Where is it? Where's the post-match screen? Hello? Guys? Excuse me? They have a SanDisk sponsor. That's a nice, what are they called? Memory cards. Anyway, let's see. Are they not gonna show this? Are you crazy right now? Are they not showing MVP or damage numbers or something? Guys, honestly, man, this is already cringe. I'm already looking like a clown here, just skipping for like 15 minutes, but it is what it is, guys. That's why you watch this channel, because I'm the clown, and I'm trying to entertain you with some cringiness. There we go, man. We didn't give up, man. That's the Naruto gameplay right here. And yeah, 3-0-5 by that Liliana. And we have some very standard builds here. We have Rank Breaker coming in by the Amily. That is a very tanky Amily build with a Rank Breaker and a Frost Cape to deal damage. And no, I would prefer Spear of Longinus in my opinion, but it is what it is. This is actually the EU build, the EU ranked build for Landur. That's very interesting. And yeah, what else is there? Nothing else too special, just pretty standard builds. Of course, Spear of Longinus on Yena. And with that being said, we will instantly move on to that game 2, guys. And there we go, Richter instantly banned out by the side of XcN. Meanwhile, on the side of EVOS for game 2, we have a Fennec and a Zip ban on blue side. Now that is very interesting. Usually you see Zip bans on the red side and a Xenial ban as well for XcN. Of course, XcN picking Richter last game, they are not allowed to pick it in the next game, so they have to ban it out on this side right now. And we also have, of course, as I said, they have that global pick ban system, so I'm really glad about that. I think it makes the matches always way more fun. We have a first pick coming out by Omen. We have a first pick Omen, I mean, coming out by EVOS. And Omen first pick, we have seen this very often in the APL 2020, so seems like that is still here to stay for this new patch, especially when Richter is out of the picture, Florentino, you know, all of these ones. We have a Hayate early pick, and now that is something that I've been telling you guys in my recent Hayate video on the new patch. He is really strong, okay? That attack speed base buff definitely improved him a lot, and we see him as a very early pick here by XcN. We have a teamy pick. I'm gonna skip a little bit so we can go in fast tempo here. We have a teamy pick and a Thorne pick actually by EVOS. Thorne not even hovered last game, but now EVOS picking up the Thorne for themselves with that teamy. That is gonna be really strong because we have a hyper carry being protected by teamy. And yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Of course, EU server still doesn't have Thorne. By the way, Krizik's pick as well on the side of XcN. Really nice combo with Hayate, you know. And we have an Allain lock-in here. That is gonna be very exciting to check out. Allain, nice counter to Omen. as you guys know, really nice counter to Omen. Let's see what they ban. I think they should ban, I mean, both teams have a marksman, a slayer laner, and support. However, keep in mind, Hayate cannot go jungle. Meanwhile, Thorne will probably go jungle. So yeah, we'll see what the bans will be. We have a Crixie ban again on the side of EVOS. Of course, Crixie and Kha'Zix are a really nice combo. And a Ryoma ban coming out by XcN this time again. So they're really afraid of EVOS Ryoma. And we have Kira ban as well. Very nice jungle pickup. Now, this kind of tells me that EVOS wants to run Thorne in that Abyssal Dragon lane. Although I've never seen it. I've only seen Thorne in esports so far in the jungle. So we'll see if EVOS will shift it into a lane. We have an Ignis ban coming out by EVOS as well. And now Illumia is still up. Keep in mind, she was nerfed, but she's still really strong in my opinion. She's not as broken as right after that Illumia buff patch. But then, like a couple days later, she received a small nerf, but it's enough, okay? It's enough to make her not completely broken. EVOS picking up Zill. And I'm pretty sure Zill will go jungle here on V-Raw. So we will see a Thorne in the lane. Meanwhile, Kriknak picked up by XcN here, really strong jungler. However, against Timmy, not a good pick. Against Omen, in my opinion, not a good pick. And against Zill, especially not a good pick. So really nice counter pick coming in by EVOS there with that Zill. We'll see what they last pick here. They still need a second. Yeah, they still need a second side lane. What? Are they going? Maybe they're going mid lane Scott. Maybe they're going mid lane Scott, okay? That is gonna be a lot of fun if they do decide to go mid lane Scott. It could of course also be mid lane Zill and a Thorne in the jungle. That's kind of janky though, and now we need a mid laner. What are they gonna pick to combat this probably mid lane Scott? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be mid lane Scott at least, because that's probably the best thing to do here. Yeah, Omen can't go mid lane. Thorne could go mid lane. That would be pretty fun, but we'll see if they do that. Let's see what this XcN last pick will be. They can still go. They go for a Sephara here. Okay, Sephara in the mid lane. Now keep in mind, guys, Sephara received a very small buff on the newest patch, but it felt like it's an early game buff, but they also nerfed her AP ratio, so it really feels like a support buff and not a really mid lane buff. We'll see if they do that. But also, guys, the most exciting thing, the Hayate is using the new skin that EU doesn't have yet, okay? So we'll see how that will go. The new skin, the new Galaxy, whatever it's called, man, it is pretty sick. So I'm definitely looking forward to see that. What? Sprint on Allain? I'm not a fan of that. Oh, boys, I'm not a fan of that. Let me tell you, man, you want to redirect that S1, okay? You want to S1 and then reposition during a team fight with that flicker. I think that's much stronger than a sprint, but we'll see. Maybe it will work here for Cassie24 on his Allain. He does not have the Kirito skin. What can I say, man? It's all good. It's all good, guys. I have it, by the way. Have you seen my videos? I have it. Just saying. Anyway, moving on. We have actually a Thorne in the mid lane. That is really, really cool. I'm a huge fan of that. Thorne in the mid lane. Who was playing the mid laner last game? I don't even remember who was playing mid lane on the side of EVOS. I'm not sure if the mid laner is playing this Thorne right now, but all I know is Thorne is positioned in the mid lane right now, okay? And we'll see how XcN will combat this, because right now they of course have Sephara against it. Sephara really doesn't have a good early game clear speed for the waves, so it's really hard for her to roam and stuff. You can see EVOS already roaming faster. However, EVOS roaming to the Spirit Sentinel. Meanwhile, XcN goes for the kill under the tower. They dive the Scud. Very well played. And now we have an exposed dragon. 4 people in the bot lane by XcN. And it seems like he is starting off the dragon, and they will just probably get this for free. As I said, no Scud there is much too difficult for EVOS to fight this fight right now. Already, not really a gold lead, not even a gold lead. They got first blood and they got the dragon, and they're still getting out-farmed by this EVOS roster. And now we have a kill coming through onto that Kha'Zix there by Thorne, and that's exactly the person you want to get these kills on. You want Thorne to get fed. So EVOS, honestly, despite losing that first blood, despite losing that first dragon, they're still ahead in gold, so they're completely fine right now. They're 700 gold ahead. That is pretty significant this early into the game, not even 3 minutes into the game. And now we have that Thorne using his sprint there to poke a little bit more. Not able to get any kills though. Look at this Hayate skin, man. That is pretty sick. That is pretty sick, let's be real. Anyway, let's see. Thorne just going back to his mid lane there. They're just sharing. I mean, listen guys, mid lane nowadays, mid lane and the Abyssal Dragon lane, they're the same. They're the same in these esports matches because they all clear both these waves together, okay? As a 3-unit combo there with their support, they all clear it together. So it is what it is, man. It doesn't even matter what you put mid lane at this point. And this Kha'Zix is providing a very aggressive vision there. They did not realize that he was in that little bush there. So very nice for him. We have Allain pushing out, or just chilling in his bush there. Of course, pushing the wave before. Ooh, Omen tries to catch him. Not able to. Allain just dashes away. Guys, Allain, gonna be honest, man, pretty fun hero. I want to see how Cassie builds it here, okay? I want to see if he goes for that full AD build or if he goes for that more of a little like a standard build by Flash Wolf's heroes, used by Flash Wolf's heroes, I mean, with that Aegis in there, or if you will just go Yuzon style with the Fenrir's. That is really fun, honestly. Now this Allain is going deep along with that Kriknak right now onto the enemies, and they are able to push EVOS side laner and the jungler away from their own jungle there. However, the jungle minions were already clear, so they didn't really get anything for it, so it does not really matter right now. This red buff is up right now, okay, and the Viro wants to invade this. Oh, the Kriknak jumps away too early, but is still alive. He's still alive, but he will definitely drop here. He does a ton of damage before dropping though. Really well played by that Kriknak. However, they still get that kill at the end, and Kriknak used his Endless Cycle, but they did get a double kill, so Kriknak has Endless Cycle. As I said, we can't see the enchantments. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, 2 kills coming in for EVO's side right now, 3-1 for them. They're almost 1k gold ahead, and this Sephara, I really don't like a Sephara pick. Honestly, this Zodiac skin is really sick though. I do not know why EU still doesn't have it, man. At this point, just give it to us for free. Let's be real, man. We have legs, we have 5Q against solo Q. Come on, guys, just give us some free skins at least, okay? At least AOV. Anyway, while you're at it, just give us this. Listen, guys, just give us the Arsenal skin for free. Let's be real, man. I can't spend another 60k vouchers for that. Come on, guys. Anyway, now we have Viro on his Zill there in the bottom lane. He will probably go for a full AP Zill. That's what they always do in pro play. I mean, I'm still a huge fan of tank Zill. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's amazing, but it is what it is. Yeah, we'll see what happens right now. They have, of course, the dragon is up. EVOS definitely in a very nice lead here. They're more than 1,000 gold ahead. They have a very nice late game. Kriknak cannot do anything, and I really mean he cannot do anything, even now, against this team, okay? As soon as Teamy hits level 4, see, that's what happens. You get him, you get the Teamy, okay, never mind. Right as I'm saying that, he gets a double kill. Right as I say that, they get 3 kills, man. What can I say? If EVOS doesn't make any mistakes, correction, okay, then the Kriknak can't do anything. And yeah, late game it's gonna be even worse because you can't kill. I mean, Zill is just gonna hard counter you. He's just gonna always pick you up. The Teamy is always gonna revive the member you wanna one-shot. Yeah, if you try to kill the Omen split pushing, he will just S2 your burst and he will just completely 1v1 you. He will ult you down and then just auto attack you to death. And if you're trying to kill the Scud, I mean, you probably can one-shot him and Scud will completely one-shot you, and Scud can just use his ult while you're jumping onto him, and then you will just get completely wrecked. So Kriknak really not a good pick in this game, or I mean, it was an okay pick, but then EVOS really hard countered it with that Scud and Zill last 2 picks for their side. So just really not much this Kriknak can do. We'll see if he will be able to prove me wrong though, because of course the game is dead even right now, okay? Last game it was a complete stomp by XcN. This game looked like a stomp coming in from EVOS, but they kind of threw when they got picked off by that Kriknak in that exactly in this position that you see on the map right now, on the screen right now, beside that dragon. So we have the Scud just getting this wave here, just chilling. Scud of course has this flicker. He is gonna do so much damage, man. But I'm gonna be honest, the enemy team, I mean, they are kind of squishy. It depends on how the Allain is gonna build. You can really hard one-shot Allain, okay? Because Allain revolves around his healing and stuff. And if you can just one-shot him before he even gets to heal, that is an easy way to shut down Allain's sustain, okay? And yeah, we'll see. The EVO's definitely on the back foot here, okay? They're getting pushed back. XcN macro is coming in really clutch here, proxying that wave. They're honestly just doing a lot, yeah, and now they pick up this. That should be a free kill onto this Scud. Yeah, just very well played. Honestly, very impressive gameplay by XcN right now. They pick up that tower as well, or maybe it was already down. I'm not quite sure, but now we have Kriknak again diving on top of them. Omen chaining down that Sephara, I think, but look at this poke by Hayate just coming in. Viro goes deep on his Zill, is almost able to kill them. Not quite though, but Thorne jumps in and gets the finish onto only one enemy though, okay? Only the Sephara was picked up, so it's still a really good trade for XcN side, because they got the that Scud kill in the bot lane and they got that Zill kill, okay? So honestly, not too bad for them. And as I said, Sephara is kind of like a second support, so if she dies, no one cares. Okay, let's be real. Nobody cares. Yeah, we'll see if EVOS can retaliate here a little bit. Maybe they want to try to push down this mid lane tower. Kriknak is already rotating though. Of course, a really strong hero, but as I said, guys, you have to be really careful against this enemy roster here when you're playing Kriknak, because as I said, it's really difficult to play Kriknak against a Timmy, against an Omen, against a Zill, especially against Zill, okay? Yeah, we'll see how this goes though. We have Thorne just happily farming away, so that is EVO's redeeming factor here as well. Right now, they're a little bit behind in gold, but if most of that gold is onto Thorne, ooh, that Sephara gets completely caught there, and the Zill ult is still available, so EVOS is hard chasing this, and now this Hayate gets caught by a beautiful flicker stun by Timmy, and he gets picked up. But take a look at the mid and bottom lane. Allain and Kriknak are split pushing, so again, XcN, while they lose 3 members of their team, they're still getting 3 towers here, guys. They got 2 tier 2 towers and a tier 1 tower. EVOS will get this Slayer though. So potentially EVOS can still win this out if they can use this Slayer well. But if they can't use this Slayer to get at least 2 or 3 towers now, they could ideally get 4 towers, okay? Because they can easily put the Slayer break all the way back in their base, okay? And then they can push down these 2, they can just push down with the empowered minions 1 wave and get 2 towers there, and then you go to the Drake wave, and yeah, we'll see. I would have probably put the Drake in the mid lane here, and I would have probably put it all the way back into their base. So we'll see if this is gonna work out for them. I don't think they will get 4 towers here. They will maybe get, yeah, they will get 2 towers here. They will only get 2 towers here. Maybe even only 1 if they end up being very unlucky. Because you can see XcN is already positioning, but they are already putting, only putting 3 people in the bot lane. And I think they will just get dove. They need that Kriknak there. The Kriknak can't keep split pushing right now. He's trying to make a move onto that Omen with that Allain. If they get that kill, and I think they do, they will get a lot of towers. They will get the base tower actually. So Scud already has to go back. They get 2 towers, but they keep getting poked. But why is Sephara engaging right now? That is not... Yeah, she has to flicker away. But now Kha'Zix is going deep. Oh, guys, please just back out. Oh, the Scud completely destroys them. And they didn't even get a tier 3 tower. And I don't think they can finish this up. No, they didn't even get the tier 3 tower, they only got the Omen. They shouldn't have engaged with that Sephira. They should have just kept split pushing bot and yeah, just let EVOS backport because they couldn't get the tier 3 tower anyway. And now we just have EVOS in a pretty big lead here because they get the first tier 3 tower, and that is just really big. Timmy will get picked up, he uses his ult, but it doesn't matter, he will die anyway. And now we have EVOS in a slight advantage, still behind in gold, ever so slightly, but they do get a lot of these towers back, okay? And as I said, guys, if that Sephira didn't just flicker in there, we definitely wouldn't have seen that tier 3 tower drop. And yeah, it is what it is. It happens though. We'll see how this game continues. EVOS is pretty aggressive here. Krizix is trying to catch them out, but they see the eye on top of their head, so they know Krizix is close by, so they have to back out. And Krizix is getting really poked here. And look at this Kriknak, man. He gets one shot by Zill instantly, but he has the Blade of Eternity. And he completely finishes them up afterwards. But now Allain went too deep and gets picked off as well. However, guys, we have 4 people. If that Allain didn't int there, I think XcN could have secured that Slayer, so very unlucky there. But XcN going for that dragon right now. They get a dragon. It is still the small dragon though, not the enraged abyssal dragon, so it does not matter too much, honestly. We'll see if EVOS will be able to get the Slayer right now because they have the positional advantage. They have the super minions pushing down in that bottom lane. So they should be fine here, and they instantly started off as well. However, this is a little bit risky. Allain is still in base though, and they know that, and their Omen respawned faster and he's already walking there. So this is going to be a temporary 5v4 and they are able to pick up that Slayer. But guys, they were mainly able to pick up that Slayer because Kriknak can't go into them. Timmy will just revive whoever he's trying to one-shot, and then Zill will just completely blow him apart, just like in the last teamfight. So again, Kriknak really needs to just play like he was playing before with that split pushing playstyle, okay? Help his Allain, try to kill that Omen, try to bait EVOS into pushing one side of the map and then just completely backdooring the game on the other side. That is the way this Kriknak has to play. They just really messed up the draft a little bit here. Now we have Krizix getting poked a little bit, but he's able to escape from that Zill S1. That would have done a lot of damage. And now look at this Scott, man. He just one auto attack and half the tower is gone, man. That is also one of Scott's really big qualities. And yeah, we have the Enraged Abyssal Dragon being started by EVOS, but they have to back out right now. They're trying to kill this Allain. Allain used his ult to escape, and now this is just really easy, I think, for EVOS, because they also have the Drake pushing top. So yeah, they had to put at least an Allain to defend it. I don't know why they put Hayate as well, because now it's really a free dragon here going to the side of EVOS. Vero will take the revival. Actually, Thorne takes it, okay? Thorne takes the revival and the Dark Blessing buff that will revive him, of course. And yeah, now it's really difficult, okay? Now it's just really difficult for XcN to do anything. The disadvantage by EVOS is just insane right now. Even though the gold is telling a whole different story, 2k advantage for XcN, this game is definitely in the hands of EVOS right now. We see the items, Devil's Handshake, yeah, very standard for Thorne, very standard for Zill as well. We have heal reduction coming in by Zill because no one else can really build it on his team. So very smart of him to go for that because the enemy team has a lot of healing, especially that Allain. I didn't check out the Allain build, but we will do that in a moment here. Or after the game, they will show the builds probably. And yeah, we'll see. Actually, maybe they won't. I just want to go back real quick. Excuse me, guys. I just want to see that Allain build, okay? Let me just check that Allain build. He is going pretty aggressive. No beast, though. No beast. Interesting. No beast on Valheim. I'm not a fan. I think the beast is really insane on Valheim. Yeah, he has the Devil's Handshake, though. I will definitely test that out as well. And yeah, we'll see if they can defend this. They are able to defend this first tower so far. Of course, EVOS can just dive this. They are in a 5v4 situation. They have Scud with Flicker. You really have to look out for that. I think Scud is just gonna flicker onto the enemy Hayate and just completely one-shot him, okay? Let's just take a look if he is able to. And now the Krizix is spawning in 10 seconds, okay? So if they want to do it, they have to do it on this push. I want to see them engage right now, and it seems like Scott is trying to. He just pokes the tower for half health, and now they go in. They engage, they finish off most of the enemies. Hayate returning a lot of damage. And now everybody has a lot of Blade of Eternities though. Everybody respawning. However, a small throw coming in by EVOS. I think they had to dive with the wave, not after the wave, okay? They had to just completely, and they had to go in with the S1 flicker for the Scud, but he was a little bit greedy. He wanted to attack the tower. Maybe a miscommunication. Maybe some people said just attack the tower. Some people said, yeah, some people said dive. Anyway, we have the Slayer being started by his Krignak. However, he is playing kind of defensively here. I think V-Raw can easily jump in and completely one-shot. Yeah, they realize they back out. Despite it being kind of a 3v2 on the map, it did not matter because, yeah, V-Raw is so incredibly strong right now on his Zill. And we have this Thorne just going deep here, just doing so much. Look at this, man. He just completely destroys everyone, and he has Blade of Eternity. So the Krignak can't even jump on him, guys. That is just insane, man. I'm really looking forward to Thorne. That's going to be a really fun hero. I think that's going to be a juicy permaban. I hope we'll get him soon. Where is he, man? You should get him soon, man. What is going on? Anyway, we have Slayer being picked up. I think with only one tower remaining, you can just put the Drake right there and they put it in the mid lane. And that will just destroy this tower, and then they will have triple juicy super minions coming in the mid lane. And at that point, yeah, you can't do anything. You can't do anything for the side of... But I think EVOS is already going to win it right now. Ooh, huge Hayate ult, but too many Blade of Eternities on the EVOS roster. They all pretty much revived there, along with that Timmy ult, you know. It is just way too many revivals, and they are able to pick up that game. Legendary for Thorne. Definitely MVP Thorne, man. He played an amazing game right there. And yeah, we'll see if they will be able to show the MVP and the damage numbers earlier now, okay? Maybe I should just check here and skip to where it is. Yeah, okay, there it is. There it is. Beautiful. Let's just check it out. There we go. 10 and 2 Thorne, okay? He was hard smurfing this game. Definitely very nice performance by him. Of course, a very standard crit build. So much damage coming in by him. We saw Hayate really tried his best. Where are the damage numbers, boys? Come on, man. Where are the damage numbers at? Did they show the damage numbers first? Probably. Let's just check it out. It's still loading. Okay, they didn't show the damage numbers, I think. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, we will, of course, move straight away to game 3. There we go, guys. The series evened out 1-1, and we immediately have the same exact bans like in the last game coming out by XcN here. Richter and Zenil being banned out. Meanwhile, on the side of EVOS, we have that standard zip ban on the red side, and a Lindis ban coming in as well, okay? Now, let's see what XcN picks up in that first pick here. They go for the Omen pick, similar to what EVOS did last game. We'll see if EVOS will try to counter it also with Allain, okay? Or we'll see if EVOS has some different plans. I honestly want to see some Ryoma action here. I want to see some Amily action, you know, maybe some Zuka action. Probably not, though. We have a Fennec pick coming in for Vero and an Amily. Okay, we have an Amily coming in. Maybe this is going Slayer lane against that Omen. Maybe it is going Abyssal Dragon lane. Of course, they have a jungling marksman. I'm pretty sure Fennec is going to go jungle. You can still put him in Abyssal Dragon lane, but I honestly prefer him in the jungle in most cases. Let's see what XcN picks up. I expect a mid laner maybe to be picked up here and a support, but we'll see. They are hovering around mid laners, Tulan, L'Oreal, Vera. Yeah, maybe a Crixie. They do go for the Crixie in the end. And a support. We actually predicted well. I mean, it's the standard, right? You always want to go for a support and mid lane most of the time in the first rotation. I think we will see a support here, okay? Because if you go for a mid laner here, XcN can ban out a lot of supports, and at that point it's really difficult for you to do much. So I expect a support here for EVOS. Let's see if they go for it. They actually go for the second marksman. That's really smart because that also takes away the marksman from XcN. Actually, didn't XcN? Yeah, XcN already went Hayate, so it doesn't take away anything, but it gives them that Fennec and Hayate and double marksman combo. That is always really strong. We've seen it a lot in APL 2020 as well. Let's see what the bans are gonna be. They will definitely ban some mid laners here, Illumia banned, and on the side of EVOS, we will see some Abyssal Dragon lane bans, because of course they already have 2 solo laners. So they ban Kefani and Ryoma, and I expect another mid lane ban here. Unless they decide to go for a support ban maybe, if they have any support that really hard counters XcN's roster right now, but I don't think there is any of them, so I expect another mid lane ban. We'll see if I'm right. Liliana ban is very safe here, of course, after her buff. Actually, Kha'Zix. See, they actually decided to go Kha'Zix because Kha'Zix works so well with Fennec, works so well with Hayate. So honestly, I like this ban. Now I expect EVOS to pick up probably first their support here, or maybe first their mid laner. It doesn't really matter. We'll see what they decide to pick. Maybe okay, they hovered Wonder Woman support. That would have been really funny, but they go for the Ormar. Ormar is a really great choice because you have a very aggressive early game jungler with that Fennec, and Ormar is a very aggressive early game support, so that suits them really, really well here. However, Ormar really gets bullied by that slow of the Lumber ult and by that Crixie knockup, okay? So we'll see how that will go. I definitely expect maybe... I mean, XcN still needs a marksman, okay? I'm a huge fan of Joker, so Joker wouldn't be bad. Elsu would be amazing as well, man. Elsu is pretty safe here against that enemy team. Slims, I mean, Slims fits a similar category. I mean, both snipe, right? Both snipe, both have a long range snipe. So Slims, of course, has a lot of CC as well, and is also really safe against that enemy team. And we have a Murad in the jungle, guys, coming in against V-Roll, okay? So they picked the Murad jungle against the Murad god himself, okay? So we'll see if that is too arrogant. And we have a Liliana pick, as I said, very expected. And yeah, it seems like the Thorne was actually the mid laner. T43 is playing mid lane, so Liliana this time. So the mid laner was actually playing Thorne, so you already know, boys. We'll see some Thorne mid lane, but that was obviously just for the tournament, so I don't think you can do that in solo queue. Let's see, how, come on guys, come on, show me the game. Show me the game, boys, come on. There we go. We are loaded into the game. I want to see how this Murad performs, okay? Ooh, Slims has Roar, which gives him the bonus attack speed, right, as a talent. That is crazy right now, okay? That is gonna be super fun to check out. He already used it to push out that wave instantly in the bot lane, to give him some more wave clear. Interesting, very interesting choice. I want to see how he performs. I honestly prefer Sprint or Flicker, but Roar, interesting, definitely very interesting. I do think Roar is very underrated. However, I do think Flicker is oftentimes better, okay? Even on Slims, guys, because you can really flicker, like you could just go super deep in team fights. You could jump in and then flicker to dodge some skill shots and then just destroy everybody, okay? Now, we'll see how this turns out though, because yeah, XcN's roster is very, very interesting here, to say the least. Of course, they lost last game, so they are on the back foot here, kind of, okay? They won the first game, okay? But psychologically, they just lost the most recent game, so it's gonna be hard for them to fight here. They have to, maybe they felt forced to pick out some crazy stuff here, like a Murad and the Slims with Roar, so we'll see how that will go. We have, of course, Murad just easily, not easily, but I think he secured that Spirit Sentinel there with a nice S1 into a punish. Very well played. No, actually, Fennec has it. Fennec secured it. Murad tried to steal it, but wasn't able to. And yeah, we'll see if this dragon will instantly go to EVOS roster, because again, they have that early game power with Fennec and Ormar, okay? And yeah, top lane, Amily going up against Omen. I think Omen wins that, but it seems like Amily is doing pretty well so far. So she's chilling. That is very nice for her. Now, both teams, of course, focusing around that dragon right now, but Omen roamed a little bit too early and Amily just stayed to split push, okay? And now he has to go back, and now look at this. Amily can now rotate to dragon, and now I think EVOS is just gonna get this dragon, but Ormar is engaging way too early, loses half his health there, wastes his ult, and didn't really accomplish too much, but XcN also wasted the Lumber ult. So yeah, Lumber also getting poked a little bit, and EVOS just secures the dragon without their jungler. I don't think XcN expected this. I don't think they expected EVOS to just keep doing the dragon, but now Liliana is completely caught out. She is able to get away though. She shoots the stun, and the Hayate just completely destroys the enemies with his high amount of damage. They win that 2v3 there. That was pretty crazy there. The Hayate just doing so much damage using his Purify, so none of them can stun him out and cancel his ult. And yeah, guys, I'm telling you, Hayate is so strong right now. Such a nice hero with that green enchantment as well. So much fun to play. And yeah, we have Fennec just pushing this bottom lane. He's probably gonna get it. He gets it. Very comfortable position for him. They got that dragon as well. They're already 2,000 gold ahead. And now Amily is losing the 1v1 against Omen, is able to dash away though, okay? She didn't have her ultimate. I think Amily with ult, with a straight 1v1, actually wins against Omen, okay? But Omen can just poke her down with passive while he has his red bar passive and then run away, okay? As soon as she uses her ult. So that is why Omen wins that, I believe. But like if they would just be completely brain dead and just auto attacking each other until someone dies, then I think Amily would win with her ultimate. Now, let's see if EVOS can secure some towers, okay? Because that's what they were struggling with in the last game. They have that Fennec now, that will help them a lot. That will make it a lot easier. They already secured the first tower, but they need some more, okay? They need to build up a larger lead than in the last game, because last game they just threw it away in the mid game. So we'll see if they can have more of a clean game here. Fennec, look at Fennec, trapping the Murad, doing a lot of damage, forcing the Murad away. Murad uses S1 now, is on the back foot right now, right as Dragon is spawning. They have the vision secured, but they rotate top. For some reason, they rotate away from the Dragon because they want to chase this top lane Lumber, and it seems like, no, they won't be able to get him. I definitely think they should have just gone for Dragon here. I don't think they can get this tower. Crixie is here to defend, and yeah, they are able to just defend this, and now EVOS is rotating down to that, actually to a very aggressive bush here, and they're trying to maybe poke down the mid lane tower, but again Crixie will just defend it. But it's already good if Fennec could get those 4 auto attacks, it would already be a very decent amount of damage with that S1 exploding on that tower. But again, they could have gotten that dragon. Meanwhile, Slim's just getting picked off top. He's used his endless cycle though, so he's able to get back to the lane. However, still got caught out, still lost his tower. So huge swing once again for EVOS. 6,000 gold lead. They also get the dragon right now as well. Again, 6,000 gold. I mean, not 6,000, 3,000 gold lead. They have 16k gold. So listen, guys, my brain saw the six there, and I don't know. Anyway, 3,000k gold lead. More even right now, 3.3k or something, so that's already pretty insane for the side of EVOS here. We'll see if they will be able to secure this next Slayer that is spawning, because of course they have Hayate with that Fafnir doing so much damage to Slayer. They have Fennec just destroying Slayer in seconds, okay? So these two double marksmen, they will just be easily able to get this Slayer super fast, and he's spawning in 10 seconds, okay? Definitely something XcN has to keep an eye on at all times. Whenever Hayate and Fennec are missing around that area, you have to check it. You have to check it. It's gonna fall in honestly like 10 seconds. We have Omen flickering away, so no flicker ult will be available for him. Hayate getting caught though, but Crixie also getting poked. But definitely XcN winning this exchange, because look at these health bars on EVOS. And I think they will instantly start this Slayer maybe. Yeah, they're starting the Slayer. Slims is pushing out that top. No, Murad is just getting some stacks. And this Ormar will drop. This Ormar has to drop, no? He has to drop. Come on. One more auto attack? Yeah, he has to drop. I mean, true damage from Omen coming in, slowed by the Lumber ult, he has to drop there. But he was definitely healing a lot there. Yeah. Almost got away. Almost a clutch play. We have Hyuga's Edge built, completed by Hayate. Interesting that he goes for Hyuga's Edge instead of the Frost Cape. I honestly prefer Frost Cape most of the time. Against that team especially, you want that armor, that more armor. Frost Cape gives you more armor than Hyuga's. But he's probably thinking Hyuga's also gives you some magic resistance against that Crixie. But I feel like Crixie shouldn't hit you most of the time. So yeah, I feel like the Murad will be the most annoying to you. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right or if he's going to be right. I mean, we can't really tell who's going to be right. We'll see. He's going to be tanky either way. He's going to be able to slow down the enemies. And now we have a beautiful flicker in by that Amily. And she just picks up that Omen with the support of Liliana. And now the... Ooh, that Murad is completely called out. I don't think he's dodging so many skill shots there. He dodged the Liliana stun there by a millimeter, okay? But still gets picked off in the end. He played it as well as he could, but the Ormar looped around and is able to pick him up. And yeah, definitely very convincing lead right now by EVOS. 4,000 gold lead. They get the dragon as well. The Slayer is for them ripe to pick up because they are in such a strong lead and they have double marksman. They can just really easily burn that Slayer down super fast. Omen, Amily gets caught there though, and now, yeah, yeah, okay, both teams just throwing, man. Omen throws as well, both Slayer laners just getting caught casually there. Murad just completing his Omni Arms, so he's gonna have a nice power spike there. Look at Ormar's positioning, man. I'm really a fan of Poca here. He's playing very well in this support position, especially this game. He's really trying to squeeze into the deepest corners of the enemy jungle to catch them off guard with his sprint and ultimate, okay? He can just sprint right at you, a Beyblade sprinting right at you, okay? What are you gonna do? You're gonna get stunned. That's what you're gonna do, and he's gonna heal. The Beyblade is gonna heal a bunch, okay? I don't know, man, he's a vampire Beyblade, man. They have to make a new Beyblade type for that guy, okay? That is what they have to do. I can't even call him Drasil or Dragoon, you know? It is an all new type. Now we have a Staff of Null completed by Crixie, but now look at this, man. Look at how fast. I told you guys, 10 seconds. That wasn't even 10 seconds, man. That was just a couple shots, man, by Fennec and Hayate, and that Slayer is gone instantly. Now, let's see if this XcN roster will be able to retaliate. The Drake already spawned in the mid lane. EVOS is out to finally get this mid lane tower. And now Liliana gets caught so hard, but she is able to escape with her life. And the Hayate as well. And they completely waste that Drake, man. They completely waste that Drake with that over-aggression. And yeah, that is just really unfortunate, man. We'll see if they will be able to... Yeah, I don't know. They can't get the mid lane tower now because the Crixie wave clear will just be too much. Ooh, huge ult by Lumber there. Huge team fight coming in by XcN. They are able to turn this game around right now. They're still 4,000 gold behind, but they get that mid lane tower, actually the first tower for them of this game. EVOS playing so clean so far in this game, but now just really throwing it away a little bit. They're still in a very commanding lead. They're still comfortable. They still have a lot going for them. They still have very fed members. A level 15 Fennec, guys, okay? That man is farming so much. He is so far ahead of the enemies. And yeah, he's still gonna hurt, okay? It's still definitely a huge lead for EVOS, but definitely a very unfortunate throw. Otherwise, this game could have probably been over in the next 2 minutes if they didn't throw there. They would have gotten 2 mid lane towers. They would have waited for the next Slayer, gotten the last tower. They could have pushed without Slayers the other 2 tier 2 towers. But now they're finding themselves in kind of a rough spot here. Fennec gets caught out, but beautiful CC purification there from the support item of Ormar instantly clears away that knock-up from the Lumber ult onto Fennec, and he's able to easily roll away immediately. And yeah, they pick up another dragon. The Slayer is spawning in 45 seconds. And if they get that, if they don't throw, they will be able to get probably a tier 3 tower, okay? Probably. So that will definitely open up the game a lot and secure the victory almost for EVOS. But they have to get this, and I feel like XcN might want to fight for it, but it is a 6k gold lead. It is a 6,000 gold lead right now for EVOS. That might be a little bit too much, okay? Might just be a little bit too much. And yeah, the Murad, you know, if Murad is far behind, man, he really isn't too useful, man. It is so difficult to stack up your ult if you're behind as Murad. I mean, look, he's trying to get it on that jungle, trying to clear out the wave. He is able to poke the enemies a little bit, but now, you know, they will just get this Slayer, and at that point, it's going to be really, really difficult. Muramasa just completed 4 slims, so that's a pretty big pickup there. They secure that. Actually, who got the Slayer? I don't even know who got the Slayer. I think it's on... I think blue team is glowing. Yeah, blue team is glowing. Yeah, they got the Slayer. The Lumber stole the Slayer. What is going on? However, huge Hayate ult completely blows out 2 enemy members, and XcN's roster is aced, guys. But man, that Lumber stole the Slayer away from Vero. That is crazy right now. But it does not matter. It is still gonna be a game victory for EVOS, man. That was really close. If they got away and they got that Slayer, we would have gotten a 10-minute longer game here. But they are able to secure it very well in the end. Very well played by EVOS. Super nice game with using that Amily very well too. That new patch thingy, of course. Let's see who gets those juicy damage numbers. I think it's gonna be Fennec. Let's be real, guys. Fennec just completely demolishing them. I mean, Fennec really so far ahead, man. Level 15, like when everyone else was level 12. But actually, most damage was probably this Liliana, 6-0 and 2. Very well played. Let's check out the builds real quick. I don't think they show the damage numbers, man. I don't know why. It's kind of interesting, but you can see the builds here on the screen. Of course, very, very standard builds for the most part. I would prefer a Devil's Handshake on Slims. Other than that, pretty standard builds here coming in by both teams. Of course, Boomsticks on the mages and all of that good stuff. Now, we will, of course, immediately continue with that game 4, where EVOS is actually at match point, okay? If they win one more, the best of 5 will go to their name, and they will win the Indonesian Games Championship 2020, okay? If they win the next game, so do not miss it, and I will see you right away. And there we go, 2-1 lead for EVOS Esports here against XcN Gaming. This is EVOS at match point, and they decide to ban out Linus once again, and they also ban out that Fennec that they themselves picked in that last game. Meanwhile, XcN still banning out that Richter, and I think they really want to ban Xenial, but I think they have to ban Zip. Ooh, they ban Alandor away from EVOS Vero, excuse me, and Vero instantly locks in that Zip, man. Such a broken hero. Will be very exciting to check out Poka's gameplay on Zip, and this is already looking really terrible for XcN, man. Zip is just so incredibly strong, but so is Xenial, so is Alandor, so I mean, I guess you try, but I don't know, man. Zip is really bonkers, okay? We'll see what XcN does pick up here. They have some nice options as well here. I mean, what can they pick up? They already picked up Omen, of course. They picked up Amily. They picked up Richter. Let's see. They could pick up a Yena, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. They actually pick up an Ata. Seems like that is very interesting. Maybe a mid laner. Mid laners are scarce right now. Maybe Ignis, maybe Illumia, something like that. But it seems like, ooh, Ryoma and Ata. Now that is spicy, boys, okay? They are really trying to innovate here. Let's see what EVOS picks up. I'm gonna zap through a little bit too here. Of course, Lubu is a huge counter to Ryoma. If he plays it really well, he has to play it really well, though, okay? And if the Ryoma plays it really well, I don't think there is a counter to Ryoma, okay? If the Ryoma plays perfectly, I think there's no counters. That is how crazy that hero is. right now, but he has to play it perfectly because he can just keep poking you down and you can't really do anything. We have Laville picked up as well for EVOS, so they have again a super strong marksman. All of these games that they won so far, the previous two, was with a really strong Thorne, with a really strong Fennec. So again, they have a really strong marksman once again. We'll see where they will put it. If they will put it in the mid lane again, probably not. Probably will be going to the Abyssal Dragon lane. So yeah, we have a Thorne pick coming in by XcN. So they are picking the Thorne themselves. I expect Thorne to go into the jungle. Again, he is usually picked in the jungle. For EVOS, he went mid lane, but again, I expect some... Actually, both teams haven't picked up their mid laners yet, so I expect some mid lane bans, because, well, you can ban, as XcN right now, you can ban the Crixie. They actually banned Kira. Of course, no jungler yet picked up as well for EVOS, and they already banned Alondor as well. So I feel like, yeah, just targeting Viro seems like a safe bet here. I mean, Viro is the assassin player, right? He plays Zill, he plays Murad, and he probably plays Kira insanely well too, right? Considering his track record. So, banning out that Kira for the second time this series, I believe, from the side of XcN. So we'll see what EVOS bans out here. They ban out Ignis, as I said. I expect some mid lane bans. However, I would honestly ban something like Raz for EVOS because they already picked Raz. They haven't picked Ignis yet. So yeah, I definitely expect a Raz ban coming in here. And then, yeah, maybe still ban that Crixie for the side of XcN. I think that's a good ban. Honestly, that's a very viable ban coming in right there. Crixie also, I mean, she can be pretty good against... She's pretty good at applying heal reduction, so that is good. Ooh, pain ban. So they are full on targeting Viro here, okay? They just want to completely ban out the boy, the man, in his jungle, and they are doing it. We'll see what jungler EVOS will pick up for him now, because they can just put... They can put Lubu in the jungle. They can put Laville in the jungle. They can go for a Zephyrs jungle. They actually ban out Zill. I mean, they already picked Zill, so the enemies can't really pick it. Ooh, that sets up a beautiful Kriknak pick, because now XcN can't counter it with a Zill pick, okay? So I feel like a Kriknak will be pretty viable here. Teamy already picked out by XcN, so that can't counter it either. So we might see a huge Kriknak pick here, okay? Kriknak really strong against Atta. Really, I mean, pretty good against Ryoma. Very good against Thorne if he doesn't have a teammate protecting him. So yeah, we'll see what XcN picks here. They need a mid laner, maybe a D-Rock. I don't know why everyone stopped playing D-Rock. I think he's still insane, guys. There it is, there it is. Nice, they're listening to me. I definitely expect a Kriknak. Ooh, Nakrov. Nakrov instead, it seems. Nah, he's switching to Kriknak. I want to see, I mean, I would love to see Nakrov. That would be much more fun. But I think Kriknak is the best choice here. And yeah, we'll see if they lock it in. They still need a mid laner as well. I expect something like, I don't know, they should have gone Ignis, but they banned it out themselves. But I think XcN would have picked Ignis for sure if they didn't ban it. So in the end, it's a good ban. Let's see. What should they pick here? What should they pick? They need some mid laner, but what is even left, man? Tulan is left, but he isn't that good. Against D-Rock, it's really difficult, man. It's just really, really difficult. Marja is okay. Not the best, not the worst. It's fine. I mean, you don't have much left, right? Liliana is gone. Raz is gone. I don't know, man. What even is left, right? So many bans as well. So what do they need? I think they need... I think it's going to be Atta support, by the way. So I think XcN still needs a support. But maybe it's going to be Atta... I mean, a side laner. But maybe it's going to be Atta side lane. And in that case, they need a support. We'll see what they do here. I definitely would like to see Atta... Honestly, in the side lane is probably better. You want him really tanky, right? You want him really tanky to be able to sustain against Laville, sustain against Kriknak. If you put him in the support position, he will just be a free kill. They do put him into the support position and they go for Max, guys. And Max is terrible against Laville. Because Laville can just S2 your ult. And at that point, you're done, man. You're just completely wrecked, boys, okay? So we'll see if, yeah, how they will do that, man. How will this Max have any impact on the game? I'm really wondering, but maybe he will surprise me. Maybe he will prove me wrong, and maybe he will just destroy this. I mean, Max is really good against Kriknak. So yeah, we'll see if that will work out. We have Ryoma with his new skin, exoskeletal armor. Really cool skin. Definitely one of my favorites. Already poking with his S2. I would always skill S1 level 1, okay, on the Ryoma. I think it's always better. No, jungle Ryoma, everything is just always better. It does more damage, it gives you more options. The stun is cool, but yeah, the dash is just crazy, right? You can parkour over walls, it is just absolutely insane. And we have a support Ata. So, yeah, it's just gonna be really difficult for XcN's roster. I feel like these last 2 drafts just weren't that good by them. Even these last 3, I feel like EVOS is really in a comfortable position with that Laville going up against Max, going up against Ata. The only assassin that can really kill him is Ryoma, but again, he can just stay away from Ryoma, he can just S2 his stun and stuff. He's really comfortable, okay? And yeah, Ryoma just pushing out this wave, gets the wave, is really comfortable right now in that position. He should probably try to freeze and zone the Lubu away, okay? That's what you should be doing as a Ryoma most of the time. Zone the Lubu away and try to really aggressively poke down that Lubu. And that is how you can win this matchup. If you let him get to level 4 and you don't play your poke correctly, you will just end up losing to Ryoma most of the time. Now, winning. Losing to Lubu, I mean, from Ryoma's perspective. Ooh, the D-Rock already gets caught out terribly by that Kriknak there. And yeah, first kill going over to the side of EVOS already. They're already in a commanding lead in this match point game, okay? They only need 1 more victory. If they do win this, it is the series is over 3-1 for EVOS. So we'll see if they will be able to pick up. As I said, they already have the better roster, the better draft, right? They have this Kriknak, really strong Kriknak pick against this enemy team, okay? It's really huge. Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult, but XcN secures the first dragon despite losing the first blood. So, but they're still behind in gold because meanwhile their whole topside jungle was stolen by Kriknak. They took the Spirit Sentinel as well, and honestly, despite losing that dragon, they're still 700 gold ahead. That is pretty crazy, not gonna lie, that is pretty crazy. Definitely, that teaches us that you shouldn't put as much priority on a dragon as most people think, probably, because if you just steal the enemy jungle, you will end up ahead most of the time. Yeah. Now we have Kriknak ganking bot lane Ryoma. However, Ryoma is very safe. He can just dash away twice if he hits you with a dash, so he is really safe. And he has his flicker available as well. Now that Lubu is taking a lot of damage, but so is Ryoma, and he flickers away in the end. No one dying in the end, but this Max, yeah. Guys, they picked Max not only against Laville, but also against Zip. Guys, man, that's a huge mistake. Zip clowns on Max. You saw Max ulted the Kriknak there, and he was pretty low, 30% HP. I think Max can one-shot that. But Zip just sucks him up. Nothing happens. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, I believe it hit Zip. I think it hit Zip then. At least that's what I saw there, but I'm not sure. And yeah, we actually have again a mid lane marksman coming out by T43. I just realized it. I really like this, man. I really think mid lane marksman is really underrated because in the mid lane he's really safe. He can just farm really safely. And yeah, that Marja going up against that Max is super happy to do so. They should have honestly swap these lanes because Max beats Lubu, I think. At least he can beat him with the heal reduction. And Ryoma is a huge counter to Marja, guys. Even before his double dash change, that was the only matchup he could win reliably, okay? You could first blood Marja with Ryoma every single time. But they didn't decide to lane swap. They really should have. And yeah, we have Lubu just trying to clear this wave, but D-Rock is so insanely strong still, guys. That's why I keep simping D-Rock, man. He is so strong. And now we have a huge team fight for XcN though. Triple kill by that laser coming in for D-Rock. Crazy there. I mean, he didn't get a triple kill. The Max also got a kill. But guys, that was just absolutely insane. Actually, Max got a double kill. It is what it is. But guys, huge gameplay from XcN right now. Definitely very nice fight there. They also pick up the bot lane tower. I have to say, man, XcN is, if they work on their drafts, they definitely look like a better team than EVOS right now. I'm gonna say it right here. They definitely look stronger. Their drafts are a little bit iffy. And yeah, we have, the Laville just shooting down that Ata from long range there, hits the ult, and they are able to pick up that kill. So nice little breathing room here for EVOS Esports. We have a 1.2k gold lead still for XcN though. They got 2 towers. Meanwhile, EVOS didn't get a single tower. And again, these previous games, they were really struggling with pushing down these towers. Only that game with Fennec, which is of course really insane at pushing towers, they were able to get a lot of towers early game. So we'll see if EVOS will struggle the same way, because let's be real guys, Kriknak isn't gonna push down towers. Lubu isn't gonna push down towers in a siege, especially not against D-Rock clearing the waves. The only one who can push is Laville, and Laville isn't the longest range marksman if you compare it to Violet, Kefani with that laser, even Thorne, right? They all have more range than Laville, so Telenas is a good example. Ooh, nice little flicker away from D-Rock, able to save himself. However, right as I'm flaming them for not pushing towers enough, they get the first mid lane tower, which is of course huge for EVOS right now. I always say the first mid lane towers opens up the gateway to both jungles to get invaded. So EVOS really comfortable lead right now. They also have the gold lead. It's only a 700 gold lead. That does not matter too much. What matters is the vision advantage they get from this mid lane tower. Now, let's see if they will be able to snowball this. They're trying to take their advantage straight to the bottom lane and push down this. And yeah, XcN knows they can't really do anything, so they have to just make a play on the other side of the map. And I think this Marja will die. She's not dying. Ooh, she dies in the end to that S2 by Ryoma. Nicely placed, and they are able to get a tower for themselves. However, it took so long. It took way too long. Look at EVOS, they get the tier 2 tower, and Kriknak, Vira, is poking down that mid lane tower as well. It's at half HP, guys. Clear that wave, clear that stupid little cannon minion there. It did like, I'm telling you guys, it did like 1/3 of that tower, okay? Anyway, yeah, definitely, right as I was flaming EVOS for their macro, I mean, I wasn't flaming them, I was just complimenting XcN and calling them better in macro gameplay. They are blowing us away with some nice macro here. They get the bot and the mid lane tower to half, those tier 2 towers. But meanwhile, XcN also got the tier 2 tower. So I guess it's not all that bad for XcN right now. They're 800 gold lead right now. They shifted the gold lead again. So honestly, man, these teams are both just really strong, and they're really similar, okay? Very similar level. I feel like, again, if XcN had a better draft, especially that Kriknak game, right? If they had a better draft there, they would have won that, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see if they will be able to win this one and even out the series and get to game 5. That would be very exciting, of course, to have it go all the way to game 5, but we'll see. We have, of course, EVOS pushing down a mid lane wave, and guys, keep in mind, they still have Zip. And look at Zip's little hands, okay? He has the green enchantment, boys. Just saying. Maybe you watched my videos. Just saying. Honestly, on Zip, what would you even go? What enchantment would you even go, man? I feel like everything is trash on Zip, but the hero is just so broken, it doesn't matter. And now Zip is not there. And now this Kriknak dies because Zip is not there to suck him up. So yeah, huge team fight coming in for XcN right now. Are they gonna win this? They are definitely clowning on EVOS. Rost. Oh, huge snipe coming in for that Thorne. Biro tried to dodge that, but that was very well placed. There was not even a single pixel next to the... I mean, only the middle of the Thorne ult does a lot of damage, right? The sides don't do a lot of damage. So he had to really hit that to finish off that. Kriknak, and he really placed it in a way that Kriknak almost can't dodge it. Who got it? No, XcN got it. XcN secured it there. The Thorne actually securing that, Slayer, and they are able to completely turn around this game, guys. We'll see if they will be able to ride this to the victory, this momentum, okay? Because while they are really far ahead, again, guys, you have a Laville, you have that Kriknak, and it's just a really strong roster coming in from the side of EVOS here, okay? Really strong pick and ban. I definitely think they win this in the late game as well. We'll see if XcN proves me wrong though. And yeah, we have, of course, D-Rock. I mean, D-Rock is really strong late game too, right? So I'm not entirely sure if this EVOS roster is that much better in the late game, but I feel like the Max is just not gonna do a lot, okay? Because Lubu late game does not care. Max is such a terrible hero in the late game in a 1v1. He's only good for that ult to burn down the marksman in teamfights, assassinate the marksman with his damage and his execute, and for nothing else. That Max is really too useful, right? He has his heal reduction AoE and that's it, right? And yeah, but that Thorne, man, that Thorne is looking really juicy as well. I haven't seen Thorne in my ranked games, of course, because he's not out in EU yet, so I can't really tell you if Laville outcarries Thorne late game, but I think he does, especially because Kriknak can kill the Thorne. Meanwhile, nothing can kill the Laville, again, because of that S2 against the Max ult. So yeah, definitely still giving this to EVOS. We'll see if they win. Anyway, we have Max split pushing bot. Right now, XcN is definitely in a huge lead, and they just, look at this, man. EVOS just not defending this, ooh, but they are able to save the tower at the very last moment. Lubu just flickering out way too late. Laville gets caught, but he gets sucked up by Zip and is doing so much damage right now, and the Max can't really do anything. And this is almost a complete wipe. Ryoma, but guys, you have to compliment these XcN players on their macro, man. Ryoma instantly trying to split push, but I think he just overextended. Yeah, he's gonna die to this Marja, nothing he can do after that silence. And I think EVOS is just gonna end this game maybe. They have minions in the mid lane, and of course Zip can bring them in, and he is. They might just go for the finish. While they do have 5-second respawn on the Thorne, he can just get one shot by Kriknak. Ooh, they're going for the finish, and I think they will be able to get it. Crazy game. They are able to completely turn around this game with only one counter push, man. Very well played. Look at this, man. They're still high-fiving each other. Nice team spirit by XcN. Gotta comment that, man. They're still high-fiving each other. They are still proud of their performance, as they should be. I think if the drafts were better, XcN would have won this. And yeah, we'll see who gets the MVP, who does the most damage. You can see the boys, you can see Vira there. It's kind of sad that Hans is not on that team. Maybe he's a sub or something, I don't know, man. I remember Hans at AWC 2018, talking to him. And yeah, we have some nice, I mean, listen guys, it seems like EVOS was just inting, and it seems like Thorne was hard carrying that game, he was. But yeah, that was honestly, that is a very nice, those were some very nice games, man. We have actually a Soul Reaver coming in by Thorne. That is really cool, because of course the cooldown reduction gives you more AD. So that is a very aggressive build coming out by Thorne. All of the other builds are pretty standard, aren't they? Yeah, this is just really standard by everyone. Ooh, look at this, boys. What did I tell you, huh? I don't go rank breaker on Kriknak. I go for the small thing and then for a Muramasa, okay? After the Omni Arms. I mean, he didn't go Muramasa yet, but he went for the small... guys, Viro watches my videos. He watches my videos. That is cool. Anyway, let's see. Maybe he just had the same idea, because it really isn't that much. It really isn't that hard of an idea. Anyway, guys, that is gonna be it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of the Indonesian leagues. I know I have a lot of Indonesian viewers as well, but we mainly made this because of the new patch, okay? New patch on the is only on the Indonesian league so far, so I think you guys probably enjoyed this a lot. I'm probably uploading this on Friday once again, because that is when you guys have your holiday, your weekend, you know, so you have, you know, you can be blessed with the 1 hour, 1.5 hour, whatever this is, video. And yeah, hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.